They bout to look at the shit that I'm on. Why don't we get in topic? Crew looking like Pentatonics, locked in, recording in tropics. In the East Big 3, Big Bronzy B, way good, he working on optics. Talk biz while smoking exotics. We lit, never thought about it. Cause they bout to look at the shit that I'm on. Why don't we get in topics? Sitting way back, all black, I'm talking. Feeling like Shaq, I weigh my options. In the East Big 3, Big Bronzy B, way good, he working on optics. Talk biz while smoking exotics. It's saucy, all the project.
What's up? RCR presents MSD Sports, and we back at it for another one. My name is Sam, also known as YBK. We got Mikey over here. We got David Kempman over here. And let's go, Mikey, introduce yourself. Mikey, introduce yourself.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Michael John. I'm with my brothers. Y'all know what it is. MSD, episode 50.
Woo, yes, sir, Captain. What's up?
What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Club Paradise, a.k.a. Camden Lee, and I am with the greatest trio ever assembled. MSD Sports, episode 50, guys. I mean, we knew we was going to be here. We knew we were going to get to 50. We probably going to get to 500. We might even get to 5,000. I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm with my brothers, I'm with my peoples, and we're about to be ready for an exciting episode. Talk to me, YBK. What's going on?
Yes, sir. Wow. It's been a very, very fun ride.
Yeah.
Can't wait for more. Episode 50. Let's go. Episode 50. Agenda time. Let's get it. MLB time, everybody. Opening day happened a week ago. Ooh. You know, it's very early. We gonna talk about it with the season outlook. Let's get it. NCAA. We gonna talk about that too. NBA's coming to an end almost. Playoff seats are coming to a close. Injuries. This 65 game limit. What the hell? We gonna talk about that. NFL free agency. There's some people that got signed. We gonna talk about that a little bit more. So let's get it, everybody.
Let's hear it.
All right, everybody. I mean, it's been a week. Power rankings are out. You know, we got my Yankees looking good. We're versus the Athletics right now. We 7-2 right now. We chilling. Our starting rotation has been lights out. Max Free, Cam Schlittler. Beautiful people. I can't wait for Cole to come back. Aaron Judge been struggling, but I mean, this team is pretty much running back 2025, but these people know each other, guys, and I feel like, I know it's very early, you know what I'm saying? Still got my juices up. Yankees look good right now. How your Sox?
Man, you guys are the only guys looking good right now in the AL East compared to our Sox. The Sox, we finally got our first win. Not our first win, but our third win. We're 3-8 currently. I mean, Michael John, Crochet's the only one that's playing well.
Yeah, he had one bad start,
but he's the only one.
Two good starts.
Yeah, two great starts. What I'm saying? So he's the only one playing well. 7 Ks today. I thought we were going to be doing a lot better.
All right. Well, my question is this, right? Let's make our too early. Is this an overreaction or is this a valid reaction?
Come on.
Red Sox are going to finish below 500. I feel like it's an overreaction. Like, it's very, very disappointing, as Roman Anthony has said it, as Alex Cora has said it, as all of the team has said it. You know, there's the regular players who are off to a hard start, like Wilyer Abreu, off to a hot start again. Been looking great. It's these, we bring in Ranger Suarez, you give him a boatload of money. We shipped Devers out last year and bring in Bregman, but can't re-sign him. Trade for Cody Durbin. Durden.
Yeah.
And he's playing terrible. All of them are playing terrible. So I don't know what to say. They get the lead and then the pitching can't hold it up. Aroldis Chapman already blew one the other night after not blowing any seemingly all season last year. This is basically the most nightmarish start you can have. On the other hand, there's a lot of young, promising talent. I'm not going to overreact, but it's like, eye roll. What do you want me to say? Sox suck right now.
I mean,
That's it.
It's just, guys, we saw all these offseason signings. We assumed that, okay, this was going to be a great year. And we're just starting off with a dud. Do you feel
Did we assume it was going to be a great year, or that we would be like the wild card? I still think that the Yankees were favorited out the AL East. And they played so far like the favorite should of a division, or the top 1, 2, 3 favorite out of the AL in general.
Right.
So, I mean, it's 10 games. We're 1/16 through the season, right?
Yeah.
So the 1/16th, we've had 3 wins. That's what I'm saying. 3 times 16.
I feel like my question is here: who is your leader? Who is the guy to like really lean on to? Yeah. Or who's the guy to even lead the team to, let's go, guys, like cheer them on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who that is, because
it's got to be
losing Bregman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he was the 1 year. He wasn't like a locker room guy, but definitely was like a solid foundational player. Was injured a lot, missed a lot of games last year. The answer to the question, I think, has to be Garrett Crochet, our ace, and then Roman Anthony, like the star young player.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of young talent that could prove himself. Like, there'll still be interesting to watch on the scale of who has the best young talent and who will be over 162 game MLB season, entertaining and worth watching. The Red Sox are higher on that list than many other teams. So it's early. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but obviously incredibly disappointing. Who's the kid May we traded for? The pitcher from San Francisco. I feel like all the players we traded so far have been overproducing and everyone we brought in is underproducing. But obviously things will regress to the mean.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm just like,
They're all going to come to their
not
baseball
happy.
cards by the end of the day.
Yeah.
It just does not, dominoes aren't falling.
but they're
right
2-1 at home, right?
That's what I'm saying.
They won 2 at home? Is that so far?
I think they won 2 at home.
Because we were on the road and lost a
Yeah,
lot of those on the
yeah.
road. Maybe they got to win some at home. I don't know.
Well, I do understand that the weather, it was snowing in Boston today. So I understand the weather has a lot to do with what's going on, playing hot and cold. So maybe, for these young guys, especially during the springtime, it's taking them a while to get hot. But my biggest issue is we're not hitting enough home runs. And I feel like when we do have a lead, we are not being able to sustain the lead.
We can't. Our relief pitching has not been particularly good. Yeah, like look at a lot of the losses that we have this year. The losses are attributed to the bullpen, like a bullpen pitcher, not the starting pitcher. There are a few losses for. I know Crochet already picked up one, right? So but it's all good. Listen, long season ago, we played. Cincinnati.
Yep.
We didn't do particularly good. We're playing the Brewers, who are nasty. Thank God we got a win today.
Yep.
But long year. We'll have plenty of games to go.
Year.
Remember last year we were not that good, and until later in the year we started going on a roll, and
That
then
is
we were
true.
like, we beat the Yankees like 7 or 8 times in a row, and it was like, what the hell is going on? Like we turned it around totally. So
That's true.
I mean, there's some teams right now, even in the standings, you ain't gonna see them on the top anymore when we talk about September, October time. Like,
Yeah.
you don't see no Angels 6-5 being
Wow.
second in there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see that. You ain't gonna say, let's go to the National League. Let's see some teams that maybe.
well, let's talk about the reigning champions.
I
How
mean,
about
the
that?
Dodgers.
Let's stop over with the reigning
Did
champions.
you see that game yesterday, everybody?
I did not see the game.
They versed the Blue Jays yesterday.
Okay, how
And?
was that?
15-1, something like that.
Oh my God.
I think Rojas was pitching to the Blue Jays in the end to close it out.
Oh my
because they were up
goodness.
so much.
Andy
Really?
Pajes
Yeah.
is leading the league in batting right now.
Yeah, he
Isn't that
is,
hilarious?
he
It's
is.
like all the good players are doing completely bun
Just
cheeks
trash,
and
just
like
trash.
and the Dodgers are still rolling.
I mean, the
Is it not
Dodgers-
crazy? They're
I'll-
easily the number one in power rankings. Easily.
I gotta say something to Los Angeles Dodgers.
Talk to us.
You guys did not start Ha-Seong Kim from the start of the season. Mookie Betts gets injured, and then now he comes up yesterday, plays the Toronto Blue Jays game, gets 2 hits for himself, and he makes a stellar play. You'll see. I'll put it in the bottom. But he makes a stellar defensive play, everybody. And I'm saying, like, come on now. You ain't going to start this man?
I mean, you have so much money on that team right now. I think he's just a nice utility player at this point. He's not that he's bad or anything like that, but I think he's just, when the rich have so many riches, you can afford to put a young stud on the sideline and say, if I need you, I'll let you know.
We don't like that. I want that consistency, everybody. What if you get a full season from Kim? Let's see what he can do.
Talk to me about Ohtani. That's who I mean, shout out to Kim. I'm glad he got called up, but I want to talk about the big dogs. What's Ohtani doing so far?
I mean, Ohtani right now, he's batting a 282.
okay.
He got 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. He did start the season off like very
slow.
like,
Yeah,
very
those
slow.
3 home runs are like the last 3 games, I
Yes,
feel
correct.
like, huh?
But he did pitch himself a good game, I believe. Let me
Wow,
see.
1 win, 6 Ks, no
Yep,
runs.
Right there. Right there.
Okay.
The champion. The thing about Shohei that's different from last year is he's pitching from the start. This
Yeah.
is like March 31st,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, that's a great,
So
that's a
if
great
you see
outing.
a full season with Shohei Ohtani pitching and batting, and if you can give me 50 home runs, then all right. guys.
Okay, 50 home runs is crazy.
Fine.
If he does
Am I going
30,
too much?
what if he goes 30 home runs in 10
And
wins?
like, oh damn.
That'd
Come
be
on.
nasty. I was gonna say anything over 12 wins. I think he's easily.
He's the MVP.
Easily
His
MVP.
WAR must be is
Easily
going
MVP.
crazy
I agree,
with
I
that.
think
Is there anyone else who's been popping off? I know we said Pajes, but
Pajes, but
I'm not.
when you
What about
see
their
them-
pitching? What about their pitching? Yamamoto.
You don't need a lot of pitching when you're doing as many runs. that
Didn't
they're doing.
Roki start? the other day?
He started.
Yeah.
It was the first time 3 Japanese-born pitchers,
Back to back, right?
Yeah, pitched.
Yes.
Isn't
Yamamoto
that-
has what is he? 2-1? No, 1-1.
Okay.
2 starts, 12 innings, with a 3 ERA.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. Glass now 3 ERA. He has 2-1.
What about Snell? He's playing?
He is injured.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hurt.
Sasaki.
This
has
is crazy. The amount of pitchers and talent
But when you think
that
about
they
it,
have, it's unreal.
well, like, of course they just beat the Blue Jays 15-1. But
Right.
when you think about it, it's like I look at their lineup and I'm like, it's not that like. Maybe because they're not.
How's Kyle Tucker doing so far? He was the big acquisition in the offseason. How's
278, 1 home run.
That's what I'm
7
saying. If
RBIs.
everybody's
Bro, they're
hitting
gonna start-
270, there's no problem.
they're gonna start hitting better than that too. He's gonna end up with 30 home
the
runs.
youngin Dalton rushing guys,
Yeah.
the youngin, the backup for Will Smith, he has himself a 6.67 batting average, 3 home runs, 4 RBIs.
Wow.
Played 3 games, everybody.
He knows he's not going to play that many games, but so he's got to be hot.
He's swinging for the
next year.
fences.
He's
yeah.
swinging for the fences.
Yes, he is.
No.
Or is it too early to say? Is the Dodgers going to win it all?
Yeah. You got to just say they're the favorite. It's like,
No.
OKC, come on. It's like they're the bona fide favorite for now, and it's theirs to lose. And when we see the evidence tell us otherwise, but there's a pattern, right? You see a pattern once, you see it then twice. Now we're seeing it a third time. Like
We cannot
what?
see a three-peat, though.
Here's the issue.
That's crazy.
They
I'm
spent
just saying,
no
Sam.
way.
They spent
I'm
so much
just
money
saying,
they needed.
YBK.
There's no way they're going to get a three-peat. What do you mean? That's crazy.
I mean, who else is going to be favored? What are the odds? Would the odds have to be?
Can you pull up the odds?
Yeah,
for us?
let's pull up the
Yeah.
odds. I'll pull up.
Mikey got the
I'll pull
odds,
up the
yeah.
odds.
Oh my gosh! I don't. You rooting for the Dodgers.
I'm not rooting for
Oh,
the
you're a
Dodgers.
Sox
I'm
fan,
a Sox
though. You're a
fan. I'm a
Sox.
Sox
Okay,
fan.
okay,
Here's the
okay.
thing. My issue with the Dodgers is
All right.
if you're spending so much money on these players, you're
Okay.
doing all this deferred money, you better win. You better come home with a chip for the next couple of years. Because as soon as the MLB starts to crack down on this deferred money, it's not going to happen.
Are they going to crack down on it though? It's not like I think it's just you're using the system to your advantage. And look at this; they're up 4-1 right now in the 9th inning. So give them another win. Maybe they'll be the first team to 10. Okay, I'll tell you the odds.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you the odds right now.
Let's go.
Los Angeles Dodgers plus 215 for the World Series, plus 115 to win the National League.
Okay.
New York Yankees plus 850. They're the next closest.
Wow.
Plus 850 to win World Series, plus 350 to win the American League.
Okay.
Then you got Seattle at a 10-1 to win the World Series and plus 450 to win the American League. Followed off by Philadelphia Phillies 14-1 to win the World Series, plus 750 to win the National League. So yeah, it's Dodgers to lose so
That's what I'm
far. The
saying.
odds
That's what
are
I'm saying.
that's crazy odds,
saying.
plus 215.
That's
But
ridiculous, guys. I don't want them Dodgers to win again.
I don't know. I mean,
If everyone comes back,
I don't really
full
want them to
strength,
win again either.
It's gonna be scary for sure. Because you're talking Shohei Yamamoto, Glasnow, Roki, and Blake Snell.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Come
Yeah.
on, they're all like 1-2, 1-2. You know what I mean?
Is anyone on their level so far? I don't think so.
It's tough. We need Yankees need Paul Skeens in that rotation or something.
How is Paul? Paul. Speaking of Paul
Yeah,
Skeens,
Paul
how's
Skeens,
Paul Skeens
yeah,
doing? That's a
exactly.
great.
The
I'm glad that
reigning
you
Cy
chimed in
Young.
on him.
Oh, he is. Ooh.
Whoa!
He had that rough first start.
Oh
Remember
my
the Mets,
goodness!
The 5 runs in the first
Wow!
game he started with the Mets.
Did Paul get married this year?
Wow!
I don't think he's married, but he's still with Olivia.
Is he
Still
done?
with Olivia?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you know what I mean.
Okay, she live in New York.
She live in New York? No. Or she been living in New York?
Yeah, because she models and does her work over there.
Oh.
Paul loves when he played for the WBC. He loved to play with Mr. Judge.
Okay, but his last game outing was 6 innings. How many innings was it? Go up. Oh, sorry.
Oh, right there,
Yeah,
bang.
yeah. 6 innings, 6.1 innings, 2 hits, 1
Wait, is this
earned
wrong?
run,
Why is that one
2
different?
walks.
Because his last 2 starts were great.
Yeah, because his first start he had a
was a-
67 ERA.
He didn't even pitch an inning.
Yeah.
He didn't even pitch an inning.
That's all good. He had a bad first. He
Guys,
blown up.
you guys want to talk about Kyle Riley right now?
Yeah, please.
Talk to me.
I
What's
mean,
going
this
on?
man, he's getting booed in his own home, batting a 146.
Woo!
He had 41 at-bats, only 6 hits.
Listen, I think I can bat a
If he
146.
won MVP last year and he gave me this, I would no. You know, get me? You get me?
Yeah.
Like this, the great season, 60 home runs, 125 RBIs, but like what I said last year in our pod, that's 247 ain't gonna win you MVP.
No.
He must be home run swinging, huh?
Yeah.
He's swinging for the fences.
Yep,
Is that what's going on? Maybe he's got to pick one side of the
I
plate
wanted
to
to
hit
bring
from.
that up. I just wanted to bring that
No,
up. 'cause
that's fine.
I think he's
That's
a switch hitter. No, never mind.
No, there's some-
he is a switch hitter.
Yeah, he is. There's been some good storylines. To jump back to the Pirates, y'all seen what's his name? Connor Griffin.
Connor Griffin.
Was that his name?
Yeah, the
19 years
Yep,
old.
Yep.
Mom and dad went to the game. Yo, first at bat, bang, double into the gap. Score a run. Mom was, you could see, like, she even looks, I could see the emotions flooding her. What a great moment that was. And shout out to Connor for being 19 years old, and you seen he signed a contract already too.
Did he just
signed like a 7-year, 100 million or something
Well,
something like that. Let's see. Can you pull it up?
I'll pull it up right
Did
now.
he not play in the AAA or anything? Is this like coming out of high school or type?
Oh, I guess they're aiming for it. Maybe he didn't sign it yet because look they only have him on a 1 year, 750.
Not yet,
I saw that they're aiming to have it to lock him up with like a early contract. Maybe I just saw the rumors of what it was going to be, but. Nah, he's 19 years old. Of course, he played some, I think, in the farm system. He was in the Pittsburgh's farm system, but they called him up real quick.
19, you got to be nice if you play in a 19.
Yeah.
I feel like Pirates are trying to really build something here with Paul Skeens and O'Neal Cruz here with this is the future. But I don't know if this is enough, guys.
I don't think so.
But I know they're trying. Like, I can see them trying, but I feel like there's, especially in the National League, the Dodgers that we just talked about, it's going to be so hard for you to get even over the Philadelphia Phillies, in my opinion, if you're the Pirates right now. You get me? Even the Mets, maybe.
Yeah.
And if your girl's working in New York, would I rather be in Pittsburgh or rather be in New York?
New York, baby. You got to come to us, Paul.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, even Boston. I'm listening. If Paul,
that's close by.
If you want to come to Boston, Paul Skeens, listen, we here. We with you. We will have you. It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
We come to New York. We play some Bring the Bronx. Play with Aaron Judge. Play with Joe Boy. You play with him in Team USA. But speaking of Aaron Judge, speaking of the Yankees, I want to give a big shout out to my man Giancarlo Stanton. This man batting .394, 1 home run, 6 RBI, 974 OPS. He's been running, everybody.
He's been running.
What you mean?
This man has been running.
How many?
He don't run.
He don't run.
No, but he don't run like fast. You get me? But he's been hustling. I mean, he's an old man now. Big G's old, but he's been running. He's leading our team.
He said he's been hustling.
Yes. And then shout out to Ben Rice right now. Rice is nice, everybody. He got the Uncle Ben Rice sponsor because his name is Ben Rice.
Ooh, I like that.
So he got Rice.
Uncle Ben.
Shout out to Uncle Ben.
Shout out Uncle Ben and shout out Ben Rice because this man is batting .370, 3 home run, 11 RBIs, 1.3 OPS. I know it's early, but he's leading the team in WAR right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go.
I feel like the pitching has really been what I focused on more.
Yeah.
For the Yankees so far.
Yes.
Just because I feel like that's been their strong part. Obviously, Max Fried with 3 quality starts didn't get the win on the third one, but he's pitched great ever since he put the Yankees uniform on. So shout out to Fried. I wanted him when he was on the market. I like a good lefty pitcher, and trust me, Crochet is nice, but I would have preferred Fried over Ranger Suarez. All that money for Suarez to look like Kim Hay is out there pitching. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
I got a topic I want to ask y'all about.
Let's go.
And ask about what you're feeling and your thoughts are. First off, this is the very first year that the MLB has implemented the ABS, the automated strike zone, right?
Automated ball strike.
Is that right?
Yep.
So like you could challenge now. So I saw for the first time the other night someone challenged the last pitch of the game, and it was the first time ever that ABS was used to determine the game. Yeah, so I was looking up right now, like, how does ABS work? And it's saying that the pitch is tracked in like a 3D camera system that shows what the strike zone would represent, basically. It compares it to the personalized strike zone based on the hitter's height. So that's how it determines where in the plate, when you challenge it, is that considered a strike or not. So I'm not sure how we're feeling about it. Like, one, I will say this. Umpires miss calls, that's for sure.
They're human.
Well,
it
we
is
gotta talk about that.
But it is subjective because some dudes be getting low in the stance. Some dudes stand up straight as hell. So
or some dudes are big as hell. Like,
so the strike zone is subjective. So my question is, do you think, one, that we can make the strike zone objective is the first question? And two, have you felt like there's been a big impact since they've implemented the ABS. I haven't seen the Red Sox really being involved in the clips that I've seen of it, but I've seen a few clips now where coach calls the challenge, boom, they overturn the call.
Well, I've seen a couple things. In terms of, to answer your second question first, I have definitely seen a lot of the older umpires getting challenged a lot more. There was one umpire in particular, he got challenged 15 times in the game because he was wrong. So I think when I'm looking at ABS, I'm like, okay, it's starting to expose a lot of the guys who might not necessarily have the eye.
I see.
Do you know
Accurate,
what I mean?
who are like inaccurate at calling the strike zone.
Exactly.
I see.
Because I'm like, at the end of the day, like, yes, it is subjective, but if I have a 23-year-old or a 30-year-old umpire in his prime compared to a 65 or 75, and this isn't ageism, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? There might be some discrepancy. So I'm grateful for the ABS. To answer the first question, in terms of do I think the strike zone is manipulated in somewhat, my biggest question or my thought is it based on my height and what I put into the MLB system, or is it actually a 3D of me, of how I've like been in my stance like today?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm asking about.
Well, I don't know.
I have questions. I have doubts about it being perfect.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like if it's a 3D of every single day, like if it's like, oh, well, like I went for a 5-mile jog yesterday, so my legs are a little bit tired. I might be a couple of millimeters lower. I'm okay with that. Compared to if it's like, oh, I'm going to put in my height and weight, because we all know these athletes, they be lying. You might be 5'10", you're gonna put 6 feet, and then when you tell the shorties in the club, how tall are you? I'm 6 feet, but you're really 5'10". Yep. It do be happening. So I'm glad that at least people are getting exposed. I don't know the full like fail-safe system. That's more what I wonder.
How about what,
I feel like
your
for
thoughts?
me, it's like this. People have like mixed emotions on ABS on, oh, it slows down the game, kind of ruins the momentum of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like the flow and everything. But in terms of that, I do agree. But I really do enjoy and like that we at least can have a chance to be like, if the batter is really sure that's not a strike, call it. You know what I'm saying? Why not?
Yeah. Can you explain that to me right there? You tap the helmet, which is what I believe is the signal. Like, so what is the way that ABS works,
I
right?
believe
each team gets 2 challenges?
2 challenges.
Or 3?
2.
You get 2, but if you make both correctly, you get one more, right?
You retain it.
You retain it.
So you have an unlimited amount the whole game.
As long as you're right.
If you're right, you could keep on going, bro.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
So that's what I'm saying.
Someone could troll. I wonder if there's going to be a troll.
Other thing is, so when the batter calls it, the ump legit takes off his mask and he gets the mic. He's like, batter calls ABS. I feel like that kind of system is it does slow it down.
Yeah.
Why can't, if the batter call it, ump just gives a sign, like, I don't know what he does.
Yeah.
Give a sign and then we just see the.
Yeah, but you know how it is in like the NBA. They go and look in the booth.
I know,
You gotta.
but in terms of like, if the fans are saying like if it's slowing down the game, the ump is slowing down the game right now. When he batter calls, like, all right,
So,
the batter calls, like, calls
only the batter can challenge, not the dugout.
The catcher, not the dugout.
The dugout cannot challenge, but the pitcher, the catcher, or the batter can challenge. I do think it's fair to give the players some sort of chance to challenge an egregious call.
Yep.
Right?
I agree.
And people ain't been doing it unless it's really close.
Yes.
At least the challenges that I've seen, it seems like it's a very close pitch. It's not
like
you can see the ball, it's barely nicking. It's like in tennis, when they do a line review and it does that view and you see the little shadow, does it go? That's what it's reminding me of. I personally don't think it's really hindered or stymied the flow of the game. So, but we'll see. I don't know. It's interesting when you implement a brand new system like that. It's a big change.
I wanted to just throw this out really quick, just because I wanted to look up for 10 seconds the situation with it, how the ABS is calculated in the situation. It is determined, right, that there are 12 cameras that create this Hawkeye system.
Okay.
However, each player standing height is measured during spring training without shoes to determine the top, which is 53.5% of height, and the bottom, 27% of the height of their specific zone.
From spring training?
Spring training. So that means if say throughout the year, I want to
can
add.
grow. No,
Well, what?
They
No,
can get a little-
maybe you won't
Roman
grow,
Anthony
but
could
or
grow.
what if you get lower in your stance,
and you change,
or
something?
or like you get a little. There's definitely
Yeah.
ways to,
You see what I'm saying?
manipulate
You see what I'm saying?
your stance.
So it's not based off of a real time situation. If I decide, you know what, YBK, I'm playing in Texas. I want to wear 2 socks today just because I don't want my feet to smell too bad. Or you know what, YBK, I'm playing in Boston. It's the spring. I might play with some wool socks instead of wearing the normal socks that I normally play with. That might change by little millimeters the strike zone, which makes a difference. So I also wonder what it's going to look like moving forward, especially in the playoffs. How that's going to be.
That's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
That's really what I'm concerned about. And is our teams. Is the challenge is going to go up because teams are starting to realize, okay, there are more egregious calls. Are we going to maybe move to base running and the plate calling? I mean,
Yeah.
it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Michael John, do you feel like it could get to that situation? Or
Say one more time, like if it gets slippery in the playoffs, you mean?
Well, I'm saying there's a slippery slope and saying there's an ABS situation in terms of, okay, we have a AI or an automatic tracker for the strike zone. Yeah. Do you think it might move to base running and things like that moving forward?
Yeah, but they do that for base running. They can do.
okay. I
You
didn't know
can.
that too.
Well,
I
it's
didn't know
just like
that
any
too.
other sport. You can challenge plays. Yeah. This is the topic. I think that this is more about tradition versus people wanting pure accuracy in competitive sports.
Okay.
Right? The tradition is the umpire is the judge in new school AI, sports, technology, and the attitude of players and competitiveness is that I want accuracy. I don't care about the tradition of baseball.
Yeah.
And listen, the game develops, it gets modernized. There's a reason there's a pitch count, and the flow of the game moves much faster now.
That's why people say like post ABS and pre ABS now. You know what I'm saying? Like they even now they're like even like making it a difference.
Yeah.
So it's gonna definitely change the game for sure.
Yeah.
Early.
So what else is going on?
Early time for baseball.
Yeah.
Yes. Love it.
We still need another week.
What else are we talking about though? What else do we got going on? What do you think? If we talk about early MVP race in MLB, are we thinking
I'm going 3-peat for the same guys. Aaron Judge,
Really?
Shohei. Yep.
right? I mean, they're the clear favorites on both sides.
I agree.
This is what I'll say. I told y'all last year, the 2 people I picked last year as my MVP picks, because I purely didn't want to just be like, do the old Shohei and Aaron Judge thing, was Bobby Witt and Juan Soto. If I had to pick right now who is the real threat to either of them, it's Bobby Witt and Juan Soto. Truly, that's what I think. I think it could be Bobby or Juan Soto. Bobby's been running the bases pretty nicely so far. He gets on base, good fielder.
Soto IL right now.
Oh no, he's injured?
Yes.
Oh
Strange,
damn.
yeah.
Well,
15
that
days, though.
hurts.
It's not bad.
Okay.
He's still
Nice.
back,
You
but
gonna miss?
it's not like, yeah.
You gonna miss like 5 to 10 games,
Yeah,
maybe?
not much,
Okay.
But I mean, Bobby Witt's a threat, bro. 5-tool player. The man can hit for average, hit for power. Great defense. Great
Exactly.
speed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
5-tool.
Yes,
That guy's so much. And he's young.
Yep.
And I think Royals locked him up for a while too.
They put some money on the floor for him.
I'm sure they did.
They
There's
put
no.
they put a couple of dollars
way.
from what I heard. They put a couple of dollars on him.
There's no way. He's locked in for a long time. 11-year, $288 million
There we go.
contract.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh wow.
288 on the bag.
He could opt out here, and for when he's 31 though. So he got a long.
He got a while.
Yeah, they locked him up.
He got a while.
This is what Pirates want for Paul right now.
Guys, how would you feel to wake up with 288 in the bank account?
Kind of crazy.
Nasty.
I mean, listen.
288 for
They
11.
get paid a king's ransom to play stickball. So
Listen.
I
It's
wish
fully
I was
guaranteed.
swinging that
It's
bat
fully
more when I was
guaranteed.
younger.
It ain't like football.
I wish I was out there swinging that bat more when I was younger.
Like you have to play these games to get the money. Nah,
Yes.
you getting this money.
Swing that thing, baby. Swing that thing.
Yeah.
Man.
Any like exciting teams that y'all like besides your main teams?
Oh.
Like we'll take out like the juggernauts, right? You take out the Yankees, Dodgers, Red Sox. You take the big guys out. Any like?
I don't know about like team cores as much as I know about individual players that
I was gonna say the
excite
same
me.
thing, yeah.
Like Paul Skeens, we want to know what's going on with him. This kid Connor who got brought up.
Griffin,
I'm watching Roman obviously because the Roman Empire is such a
Roman
nasty
is-
nickname. Yeah,
that's so
I'm
cool.
looking at like I want to see if Ellie is gonna pop off or something, right? I would love Julio Rodriguez because I have a nasty Julio Rodriguez purple chrome refractor from Topps Chrome from his rookie year. It's a nice card, beautiful condition. I'd love for him to keep popping off because he kind of simmered a little bit. But Mariners though, even though Cal, we talked about him, the dumper ain't dumping, but the Mariners are still doing pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Is that so?
Mariners are 4-7.
Oh, they're not doing good.
Yeah, they are struggling.
See, oh, sheesh. So a lot of different, you know what? The teams from the AL are not really doing that well because Toronto, too, is kind of mid, and they spent a boatload again. So it's early in the year. I get it. I do get it. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, do you feel like it's early? Because I'm like, you have the Cincinnati Reds right now are 8-3.
That's crazy.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, like this is not going to last forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, Reds is cool too because they got Hunter Green, they got Ellie De La Cruz.
Exactly.
They got a very good young talent, but that team also doesn't have like that leader or like that guy yet. Right. They're just a bunch of talent. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
But yeah, they're
doing all right.
good.
That's what I'm saying. They're playing pretty well.
One team I like the Padres, guys. I want the Padres to kind of overthrow the Dodgers, but it's gonna be hard. The NL West is gonna be so hard to. It's gonna be so weird to see them Dodgers below first. You get me?
I hear you.
Right.
We saw it a little bit though. Remember, it was competitive with the Giants last year, who started off obviously just like the Sox, 3-8. Talking about the Padres, they're always mid. I feel like they're not making it, but the Red Sox played the Padres.
Yes.
And at home, we lost the game. Did you guys see the play where Manny Machado they were trying to pick him off and he kicked the ball?
No.
And it wasn't ruled intentional. I almost like want you to watch it so you can see. And did you see the play?
I didn't see it.
Watch it because I want to ask you guys if you think this was intentional interference or
this one
or if you think this is inadvertent. To me, this is like interference here. He puts his foot out. Watch. It will probably zoom in. This counted. This was ruled as this was ruled as an error on the catcher.
On the what?
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on. I want them to show it in slow mo.
I want to see the slow mo. Yeah.
Listen, Jim throwing at his feet though.
It's
yeah.
Like you stomped the ball. Yep. I guess they're saying because it was already an errant throw. It didn't look like it was greatly on target. He could have scooped that. First basemen be scooping all day. They be scooping more than an ice cream parlor. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Listen,
you tell me. I thought that was interference. And you know what? The reason why that was such a game-changing play was because we were up, I think, 3-0 or 4-0, and it completely shifted the momentum.
Listen.
So
high IQ play right there. It was in the way. It's on the way to the first baseman. He was on his way back. He said, "Let me pop that John to the side real quick."
Yeah, I took a little step on the ball.
Took a little. Don't. I'm telling you.
It was good timing, though, right?
Perfect timing.
Shout out to Manny Machado, but
like a cockroach, man, saying, "I was like, dang." High IQ play. I mean, I'm mad it's against us, but that was a high IQ play.
That's crazy.
That was really cool. But yes, you can't be throwing it at my feet. You should throw it at my chest.
Can I tell you my overall feelings of baseball in general now is that after World Baseball Classic, it was such the format's a little chaotic. It's very fast. It's like riveting. The countries are cheering and are heavily involved.
Yes.
For me, I kind of have taken a little. The new season starting didn't feel like a brand new season. I'm so excited for it because the WBC just put my adrenaline at an all-time high for my baseball fandom, especially as an adult. Like after being 15 years old, like before I was 15, I loved baseball. I was playing. I loved it. I watched it all the time. Then I fell out of it, and now I'm slowly, with GMYBK getting me right, I'm getting more involved in it. But I feel like overall, maybe the disappointment stems from the Red Sox underperforming too. So I don't want to blame baseball in general, but I think I'm going to warm up to this. Give it another week or two, and I'm going to be warmed up a little bit more. So I don't know your guys' overall feelings on baseball so far.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that the United States did not win the World Baseball Classic. I think you know what I mean. You have two. That
was a big blow.
Well, no, I think it's a huge blow because I think you had so much momentum. You had probably so much in terms of the Olympics, all this, all that. You know what I mean? Because imagine around that time, if they did win, you know what I mean, then they'd have the, you know, the USA versus, you know, the NFL. Then we're getting ready for the season. I think it would have been a better snowball of This Is America, which I think not having that win. And two, you know what I mean, I think Aaron Judge not playing well, I think also makes a big difference as well. Him being, you know, terrible in the World Baseball Classic, and then on top of that, not starting off well with the Yankees. I don't think you have a lot of the stars that we were looking at popping off. Because if the Red Sox were doing well with Anthony and everything like that, I feel like...
Yeah, they all played amazing in the World Baseball Classic. They called it the World Boston Classic, and now they're completely bun cheeks. So I just,
Use a lot of your good karma in the beginning of the season for the World Baseball Classic and not for the actual things that you needed to do. So I think it's a little bit of that. I think, again, it's also the spring, so it's not like, you know what I mean, when we're you know, we don't really want to be watching the games when it's rainy and it's partly cold and things like that. So I think, you know, summertime, around halfway point, All-Star game, people start kind of getting more into
So
it.
your overall feelings is so far too?
I think, I really believe that us not winning the World Baseball Classic has kind of not made me as hyped. I think I was hyped for the World Baseball Classic. I was hyped watching it. I was hyped seeing all the guys.
Yeah.
I loved the camaraderie. But in terms of a marketing and, you know, progressiveness of the sport in America, I don't think, you know what I mean, us losing didn't really, it lost a lot of the wave to me.
YBK, I know you're obviously excited because your Yankees are playing well, but your overall feelings on MLB in general too. I want to know your feelings so far in the season.
In general for MLB, I don't know. As a baseball fan, I'm pretty hyped. You know what I'm saying? Always that opening day juice is still here. You know, got the jitters. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still a weekend. Like, I'm sure, like, the opening day logo is still fading away. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like until that logo fades away, then it's like, okay, like, we're in now. We're back to 2020. Like, new season. We're back. Let's get it. And then you kind of wait till All-Star break. You know what I'm saying? That middle,
I hear you.
May, June is very, like, early. Like, these games are, like, it's not like it doesn't matter. But it's like we don't really watch those games.
It doesn't matter, but it feels that way. But the Red Sox being 3-8 still annoys me. Even though we're saying it doesn't matter. Like, just like I'm sure it makes you happy that the Yankees are 8-2, right?
That's true.
But let's see how long we can sustain the success.
Because that's what the big market teams are playing for, right? You kind of reassess your team when it comes to the halfway point in the trade deadline.
Yes.
See what we're missing, and like, all right, what like teams that are like selling. What's the highest guy I can get?
Yeah.
What's the price that I can give? And that's when you can get, like, hopefully, like, you know, I'm not rooting for, like, the downfall of the Pittsburgh Pirates, but, like, you know, as a Yankee fan, like, I just don't want them to do well. And then we're like, oh, we need some starting pitching depth. Or, like, you know, we sign Paul, and we trade for Paul, and they'll be great, you know? So, like, that's what I'm waiting for. And I'm sure even for the Detroit Tigers, like, if they do bad, they might sell Skubal because he's going to be a free agent next year. Yeah. So he might be a rental for just 2 months, but playoff teams will buy for that value because Skubal's a Cy Young winner. Yeah. So we'll see. That's what I'm excited for. You know?
Some big contracts coming up.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be.
I think I have a perfect segue because I think this is what relates to maybe my lack of super excitement for MLB is the fact that the NBA season is coming to an end.
Yes.
So right now, seeding is being finalized.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And there's a looming storyline that we've constantly been bringing up more and more, which I feel has reached a fever pitch.
Yep.
And it relates to your lake show.
Yeah.
So right now, we'll say this. It looks like the Spurs ain't gonna catch OKC.
Nope.
Wemby went down. He got hurt his rib the other day, so let's see if he misses another game because that might affect his candidacy for that 65 game rule exception. Luka Doncic has a grade 2 hamstring strain. He's gonna try to go to Europe to have it healed faster than usual.
Like that, right?
He is not going to reach the 65 games. He's looking for an exception that will help qualify him. They're going to file for an exception. Apparently, because he missed the game when his baby was born, they're going to file for an extraordinary circumstances exception and allow it to only be a 64-game threshold for Luka. Wow. Now, I feel like let's just address. There's a lot to unpack, so I want to start with the 65-game rule with you guys to unpack that.
Let's do it.
Right? This is my first question. Do you think it's an arbitrary number, 65?
100%.
Yes. You think it's an arbitrary number?
100%.
I agree too. I think they just picked a number because we need to say a finite number. because we want to combat load management.
Yes.
We don't want Embiid wants to play back-to-backs. He's saying, and he's saying the Sixers won't let him play. We've seen what's going on with Giannis.
Yep.
I'm healthy. I want to play. They're like, no, our team doctors didn't pass you. And now you see what's going on with the how the MVP race, the all NBA teams are being impacted.
Yes.
Anthony Edwards missing games, Cade Cunningham missing games, Luka out because he's missed too many games, Wemby teetering, Jokic teetering. I'm not sure that they're missing the plot. Like they've lost the plot, right? NBA has lost the plot with this rule.
A little bit.
Yep.
Do you feel as though excuse me? Do you feel as though, and not to say this is on purpose, but like you have so many star players, so many situations where guys who if they played 60 games, 61, 59, that they're all NBA, and that they actually deserve to be all NBA.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a fight against that 65 game situation or like?
Yeah, I think that we might need to find a better system, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Shouldn't a person watching the game who's considered whatever, an analyst, expert, the people who get to vote for Hall of Fame, the people who get to vote for these awards, they should be able to have the discretion to make that judgment.
Yes.
Luka played 64 games. Obviously, he should be in the All-NBA. We talked about it the other day briefly where I said I think point guard-wise, Shea is obviously first team, and I would put Luka as second team point guard and Cade as the third team. Luka and Cade won't be eligible.
Which is ridiculous.
So now you got to move it up. Plus, it's playing with people's money. So I know there is some exceptions to the rule. For example, you can have a game where they say you have to play at least 20 minutes in the game for it to count. But if you play at least 15 minutes in a game, you can have one exception, I believe, or two exceptions if you then go out with the injury in that game, but you played the over 15 minutes, which is the case for Wemby. In this most recent game, he had 15 minutes played, injured the rib, so that will be another game for him essentially. I just think it's.
But I feel like that is moving the goalposts. Like at the end of the day, like especially with Luka and Cade, for example. Luka had his baby this year, took a game off. I understand, like it's an extenuating circumstance. He wasn't hurt, but like it's a family matter, and I have no issues if you're missing games for family matter, especially in that situation. Then you got Cade, who comes in with a lung issue at the end of the season. He was an Ironman most of the year. You don't see him, load managing. You hit him on the back-to-backs. The guy is playing. He just happened to have a freak situation towards the end when it's pretty much the seedings are locked up. I feel like him being penalized is ridiculous. And on top of that, like Michael John was saying, when it comes to the money, if you're telling me that because I missed 2 games, I lose out on $40 million, you are freaking tripping, bro.
Yeah. That's like
2 games?
Imagine Maxey, if he makes NBA All-NBA team this year and next year, he qualifies for like a 5-year, $300 million, right? Or 4 years, 280. It's crazy.
Compared to him getting only 4 years, 200.
Aren't there incentives in contracts where, like, if you make the team, you get $250K?
Yeah.
Like, if you win MVP, you get $500K, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
All NBA. There is even in your contract all NBA stuff.
That goes out.
They're gonna need to write in something that says the amount of minutes you play is important too. Because what if I have 72 games played, but I average 22 minutes a game? I'm like a bench player. But Tyrese Maxey plays 64 games and averages 36.9 minutes a game. Come on, guys. Like, really? So, obviously, the plot is being missed. I will say I want to give my last MVP prediction before the season is over. We don't have much time to say it. I'm ruling out Wemby. I'm ruling him out.
Okay.
I'm ruling out Luka. Game threshold.
Yep.
Jokic has got to play, I think, three more games,
3 out of 5. Yeah,
3 out of 4 or something.
Yep.
Oh my God. Jokic has been going crazy again. And they're inching their way up the standings. Your Lakers are skidding because obviously Austin Reeves and Luka are out. If Denver steals the 3 seed and you're telling me Jokic is 27 points a game and leads the league in rebounds and leads the league in assists and shoots 38% from the 3-point line, 54% whatever shoot from the field goal. Oh my goodness. But it is crazy that a guard SGA is averaging whatever, 30 something,
31 points,
and then shooting like 60%. A guard shooting that is absolutely unreal. My last guess for MVP this year is SGA because of they're going to be the first seed. If I got to cast my vote, I'd give my first vote to Yoke and my second vote to SGA. I feel like we end up at this spot every year where I try to convince myself SGA deserves it, but that I would still give my vote to Jokic. How could I possibly not? 27.7, so he's up to almost 28.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
This is crazy.
27.7
I've been
points.
riding the Jokic train from last year, but I did kind of switch to SGA. Because we did talk about the record.
Yep.
The consecutive game thing is kind of crazy.
It's important. It's important.
Massive.
It's important.
It is.
But Mikey, Jokic has had to be my pick. This man triple double.
I get it.
What are you going? You can't do it. You can't say anything about that. For me as a numbers guy, I'm going with a triple double man.
Wait a
Jokic
minute.
Be my MVP.
It's already secured. I'm reading right here on this line. He has secured a triple double average for the season already for 2 times in a row.
And there's like 5 games left.
Oh my goodness.
Do you feel? Here's the thing. I said early. I think midway through the season, I would give the MVP to Nikola Jokic. That's just how I felt. I really felt like, listen, when you're averaging that much points, you're doing this much with your team. But because of the fact that at the end of the day, I think the voters have fatigue when it comes to him, I don't think he's going to win it this year. I think they're going to give it to SGA on a back-to-back when I don't think he deserves it. That's just me. I understand you're the number 1 seed. I understand you're first in the West. But I still don't. I'm struggling. I'm struggling.
Yeah, but think about how many injuries and how they've dealt with Jalen Williams being hurt the whole year and different players being out. SGA himself dealing with injury and coming back and getting right back into it.
Yeah.
There's 3 games left for the Nuggets. Jokic got to play 2 more.
He might be able to do it.
Well, they're gonna play them because they're gonna play them because one, it's Thunder and Spurs, and also because the Nuggets are playing for seeding now.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Can we pull up the standings? Is that fine?
I got you right here.
Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, I feel like. I mean, I can't think of any more big storylines unless you guys have a big storyline in mind.
I mean, for us, it's Luka and Austin Reeves out. It sucks. Like, were we gonna? LeBron and Luke Kennard, but LeBron was out the last game too.
Oh wait, so the Nuggets won their last game, so they're a half game ahead of the Lakers. Oh my goodness!
We did take the playoffs though.
Yeah, we're still in the playoffs.
We ain't gonna be no playing.
We're not playing, so we're okay.
So we good, but man, it does suck to freaking see Luka go down like that.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going home in April. I just don't see it.
You ain't right. You said we're going home in April?
I think so. I don't think you're going to win nothing. I don't think they're going to win a series. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, if we get Luka back,
that's what I'm saying. Luka's taking 2 weeks. 2 weeks to go do what he's got to do. I think we're going to.
No, Luka's going to be way more than 2 weeks, yo.
You think so?
Yeah, Luka's going to be way more than 2 weeks. Pardon the light. I'm like, we got a little. The sun went down, so we had to get our lighting right here.
Had to get it right, baby. Had to get it right.
I don't think so. No, because it's a 1 month recovery minimum for a grade 2 hamstring.
1 month?
It's a 1 month recovery minimum.
But he's going to Europe though.
He's gonna attempt.
He's getting to Europe.
He's getting the Europe injection.
He ain't getting no US injection.
He getting the
He getting the international.
It's not gonna do nothing.
He can't be back in 2 days.
So he's gonna be good the first series, and then by series number 2, his hammy is gonna be tight. Yeah, that's exactly what happens if you rush back from a hamstring. If you pull your hamstring and you try to rush back, if you pulled a hamstring. I pulled a hamstring last year. It probably was a grade 2 because it took me well over a month. I had to take like a month off from playing ball. No, I'm telling you, your hamstring's tight. You could try to rush it back all you want, but it's not going to save it. And even if Luka plays, you tell me, if they end up having to play Houston in the first round, it's not a gimme. If you have to play Timberwolves in the first round, they knocked you out already. As the 2 seed, and they were the 7, and they took care of y'all. It's like, I'm just saying, like, it's not looking good for the Lakers right now. That being said, pretty good year, so but no Luka, no Austin, no Dice.
Listen,
that's it.
I thought
chalk it up.
I thought before the situation with Luka and the boys, we was going to the Western Conference Finals. I thought we were going to see SGA and the boys, and we're going to see what happens. Yeah, it ain't happening.
Yeah,
I understand exactly what you're saying. I know what it's like.
So is Austin out for the whole?
Not the whole thing.
Austin's out for longer than Luka. His is 4 to 6 weeks, bro.
So Luka's out for 3. Austin's out for 4 to 6.
I mean, if Brown can
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen.
His last one.
Bronny James is going to have to average 25 points a game for them to win. I'm not talking about
how dare you?
Bronny James.
How dare you invoke the name of Bronny James in a conversation about a playoff series? How dare you?
How was they talking about Bronny?
You need Rui Hachimura to go crazy, not Brian. You need the players who actually play to go crazy. I'm just saying I would be very, very nervous if I were you guys. And it's too bad because I think Luka has had an MVP caliber season. He's going to lead the league in scoring. I'm not sure if they're going to let it approve it or not because this whole 65-game rule thing. Yeah, he won it. He already clinched it. He clinched it. No one can pass him. But
that's an award
we'll see.
Too, like baseball, right?
Yeah.
Like batting title, scoring title.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I have a question. And Michael John, you hit something on this earlier. Would you do... Instead of a game situation, would you do a total minutes of the year?
It can be taken into factor, in my opinion.
Because that's kind of, I feel like that's kind of like, those guys.
How do we take into account overtime games? What if I played for the team that led the league in most overtime games? So I played the most extra.
But you played though.
That's what I'm saying. So what if I played 12 overtime games? So it's like I played.
Because you only count regulation. You get me?
No, they count. OT counts, bro.
OT counts?
Yes, like if you score 85 points and some of the points came in OT, it counts from OT.
Okay,
that's what I said.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with taking the OT minutes in that because at least you played.
I think it's the minute average maybe makes sense to me because Tyrese Maxey played all these minutes and then he was getting hurt and it was taking into question his eligibility for All NBA. I'm just saying I don't know what the answer is. Yeah, I'm spitballing about what I think is a flawed system.
If you did a minimum of 50 games and you had over this amount of minutes, which is like an average of
like 36, 37.
Not even. You average. I think in order for you to get an award, you need to average somewhere between 20 and 26 minutes a game. 20 and 26. 20 is a little low, but I think if it's if a player plays 26 minutes a game on average on an 82-game season or 72 or 62, whatever the number is, I feel like that's fine. If I play 50 and I hit my number, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at least I played 50 minutes. You knew that I played. I played 50 games. Even if I didn't reach the threshold for that many games, at least doing my minutes average, he's averaging 33 minutes a game, 36. You know what I mean? Something like that. At least you are a contributing factor. And when we look at the stats or we look at the numbers 10 years from now, at least we can say, Cade Cunningham in 2026 deserved to be on an All-NBA team.
Without a doubt. Compared
to Jalen Brunson, which now will have what I'm saying?
That's exactly my point.
10 years from now, we're not going to know that Jalen Brunson, had a terrible season with the Knicks, but he still made an All-NBA team.
The flip side of it is that I understand the NBA needs to deter load management and the lack of playing, etc. I'm not sure this system is perfect, but we're going to keep going from here. Thoughts out the West. I'm picking OKC to come out the West still. I haven't seen enough from the Spurs. I think they got one more year before they're ready to pull it out. 7-game series slows down a lot. Wemby will succeed. Not sure if Stephon Castle or De'Aaron Fox or any of them other dudes over there is going to be an X factor in order to really, be the difference maker to win a playoff series. So, yeah.
OKC?
I'm taking OKC.
You're taking OKC?
OKC.
I haven't heard, here's the issue that I have. I have not heard a lot about the Denver Nuggets all year. It's been a quiet situation with Jokic. It's been a quiet situation. We've been talking about everybody else and their mama.
I don't know who you've been hearing it from, but I've been on Denver. You guys were like Rockets teams.
No. You've been on Denver, but I'm saying in terms of the media, I have not heard, the Denver Nuggets are going to do well this year. The Denver Nuggets are going to be a great team. The Denver Nuggets are going to be an issue or a problem in the playoffs. I'm not hearing that from outside the media other than MSD Sports. Shout out to Michael John. So, as much as I'm not hearing the buzz, I'm still going to pick the Denver Nuggets to come out of the West. I still feel like when you're with Jokic, especially with my Lakers being down and hobbled the way that they are, I need to go with experience, and I think Jamal Murray and my boy might be able to do something.
They've been balling this year.
They've been balling.
You know why you didn't
Quietly.
hear? One reason why we didn't hear about them is because all them injuries. Because at one point, Peyton Watson was out for that long time. Cameron Johnson was out for a long time. Christian Brown was out for a long time. Jokic was out for a long time. So Murray was the only last one left standing. So it was a quiet year. Quiet year to have over 50 wins and to be a team
Very
with
quiet.
a lot of continuity going
Very
into the
quiet.
playoffs. So
Very quiet.
YBK, who you got coming out the West?
Man, it was the Lakers come out the
Come on,
West.
that's what we
Can you
wanted,
be
baby.
honest? You really
But
still think they're coming out the West?
Luka get shut down, but if Luka can come back, how many weeks we got? 2 weeks playoff start. Let's see, NBA playoff start date. Because if he come back, June 3rd. No, is that right? No, that's the finals.
That's got to
That's the
be.
finals. That's
Oh,
Yeah.
right here.
April 18th.
April 18th. So we got what? 11 days.
Yeah, it's not happening.
It's not happening. It's not
All
happening.
right.
That's why I said, guys, put it on the shelf. I don't know what y'all
Man,
holding on to.
I'm not- if it's
Don't
not
hurt
the- if
yourself.
it's not
I'm
the
like, I
Lakers-
want y'all to go to bed with no stress.
He said, "What are you holding on?"
I want you guys to go to
This
sleep,
man
no
said-
stress. You put the fan on, you lie the head down, you have your little chamomile tea. I don't want no stress
If
for my boys.
You ain't right.
If it's not the
You
Lakers,
ain't right.
I'm gonna have to go with OKC.
You ain't right.
I love y'all. You going to OKC?
I have to go OKC.
You gotta go. Oh,
I know
come
I
on.
said Denver. I think a week ago or
Yeah.
2 weeks ago,
2 weeks
but
ago.
I'm gonna have to switch to OKC because it was the Spurs for me in my heart. But
You-
Wemby,
Can I tell y'all
Yeah.
that game between Denver and San Antonio last week was an absolute must watch. If you haven't seen it, just watch the highlights. Wemby and Jokic went crazy on each other. It was a great game. Denver won in OT. Great game. They've been showing up late year. Look, 9-1 OKC, 9-1 San Antonio, 9-1 Denver. Lakers 7-3, but we know they're like
with
three.
that-
They're like
the
1-3 the last four. 8-2 for the
Houston been
Rockets.
doing
Yeah,
really well.
exactly. So you got a lot of competition, guys. So
Guys heating up.
I think we got to jump to the East where
do it.
the first seed has been wrapped up. And
they're done,
congratulations
yeah.
to the Detroit Pistons. Cade Cunningham goes down and Detroit gets dubbies
Stills.
and they lock in that first seed.
Yep.
Celtics, I think, need one more win
Yep.
to cinch up
could get two.
to cinch up that 2 seed. If not, I think 1 win and 1 loss of New York or 2 wins for the Celtics. Nonetheless, so happy to see Jason Tatum out there. It's crazy that
Crazy. How is he back?
Lillard had the same injury and Tyrese had the same injury, like very similar times, and Tatum's really out there.
How's he been doing?
Averaging like a double-double. He's been a double-double monster. He had a triple-double, and Jaylen Brown
Yep.
had a 40-piece against the Heat the other
What?
day. I know.
You know, when it comes to
Let's see those stats. What's he averaging?
the Boston Celtics, the rich just stay richer at this point.
21, 10, and 5.
He just. I mean, JT,
Is it rich though? They got rid of the whole starting lineup.
No, they got rid of the excess fat. That's what they got rid of.
No shot. No shot.
Yes.
That's not.
Listen,
all right, let's go. Look at. Let me tell
What's
you who they.
Porzingis doing right now?
He's trying to catch his breath.
Oh.
Drew Holiday is balling his ass out in Portland right now. Pushed them into a playoff appearance, having a great year. Luke Cornett is a solid backup center, and we replaced those guys with Luka Garza. Right, we moved Neemias Queta up into the lineup. This is crazy. Baylor Shireman, lefty white boy, hitting them 3-point
just-
shots.
listen.
It's like we making the most of what we have. Everyone thought it was a gap year. That was the quote unquote gap year. So thank God Tatum came back because he really gives us a huge boost
That's
to
crazy.
the lineup.
That's what I said.
We'll see what
Ever since Tatum came back, y'all been 12-2.
I love that.
That's crazy. And
I
I
think it's
love
beautiful.
how you guys are utilizing him. Like, he started off with the 27 minutes, very low. But now, last game, he played 39, guys.
The shooting is getting a little bit better,
bit better,
too.
yeah.
He's
That's
been
good, that's
shooting a
good.
little bit cold, but shout out to Boston. They're going to clinch up that number 2 seed, and obviously I'm riding
gonna be
with my
dangerous
boys.
in the playoffs.
But I want to talk
That's
about.
gonna be
I think
serious.
there's more dark horses in the East here.
Yes.
We know New York Knicks, who had a lot high expectations,
A lot of
clinched their
experience,
playoff
too.
spot,
Yep.
and then you got the Cleveland Cavaliers, who I think are 9-1 or 8-2 in their last 10 as well.
Yep.
Clicking. Harden's looked good in that offense. Then big
Harden.
boys playing good. But you do have the Hawks, who have surged. You have the Charlotte Hornets who have surged, and then you got Philly and Toronto fighting for that 6th seed. So there's a lot still to be said before a lot of ball to be had before all is said and done in the East.
Yeah, especially in the East.
Yeah.
Because West, only 2 teams left.
Who
in terms of seeding, but
who do you see in the East in that top 3, top 4, kind of falling off a little bit quicker than the rest of them?
I'm pointing my finger at Cleveland, who's done that every year.
Yep.
Although I feel like they've been a solid team again, and I kind of had higher expectations for them, but they're still a 50-win team, which is it's not bad, right?
Quiet 50 wins.
Yeah, quiet 50 win
wins.
team. I think Cleveland's the one that can get knocked out early. I'm riding obviously with the Celtics with the way they've performed.
Yeah,
I just love what I've seen. I love Missoula's attitude, and I'm gonna ride with the Celtics throughout the playoffs because that's my dogs.
I feel like for me, surprisingly, I don't see Detroit going deep.
Nope.
So I'm gonna rule them out of those top 4 right now that made playoffs.
Well, what if let me pitch you a fun scenario.
Sure, let's get it.
Detroit doesn't get Cade back, and they play. Let's say Philly ends up in this 7 seed, and Charlotte ends up in that 8.
sure.
Charlotte is the 8th seed. Charlotte versus the Pistons.
Without Cade,
Ooh,
Without
they're
Cade
a
coming in?
dangerous little team.
You talking about Charlotte?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, Charlotte can do
Charlotte's
something.
a dangerous
Charlotte
little
can do
team.
something.
All of a sudden, they be shooting the lights out.
Yeah,
Concanupal
I was gonna say.
and
Concanupal, the rookie.
LaMelo,
Melo, yeah.
Miles
LaMelo.
running around. Diabate getting on the board, getting big on the boards. It's crazy to me. So
you were talking about them too.
You were talking about Charlotte.
they're
Charlotte,
just they're just an exciting team. I think they're a wild card because they could play terrible 4 games in a row, or they could play.
I mean, they play
shoot
well
the
at
lights
home.
out
They play well,
the gym.
24 and 15 at home.
And let's not forget about Atlanta, who has had one of the better second halves post All-Star break. They've been going crazy. Nickeil Alexander-Walker has been going crazy. Dyson Daniels is a defensive menace. Jalen Johnson's athletically very talented. I gotta say, shout out to the Hawks.
I'm surprised with them getting rid of Trey that they still are looking formidable. They're looking more cohesive. They look like a team. You know what I mean? I'm very surprised about that, to say the least. And I am looking at the Hornets a little bit because with Canopal leading the league in 3-point makes this year as a rookie, I think that team's only going to – I don't think they're going to do damage this year, but I think next year, get a big man, something like that, I think they're going to be nasty.
I agree. I'm going Celtics out the East because I think it's not bizarre for me to say that with what they've shown us. And Tatum's back. JB's a bona fide MVP candidate. Joe Mazzulla is funny as hell and also a great basketball coach. I'm going Celtics.
I think this is the year that we see James Harden taking over in the playoffs.
So my Lord.
I'm going to see Cleveland and the Celtics in the Eastern Conference.
That would be electric.
That's what I'm thinking.
Watch that.
That's what I'm thinking. I think that's what we're going to see. I think the Pistons are going to get knocked out early. I think the Knicks are not formidable. I'm thinking James Harden takes the Celtics to 6 games.
6 games.
6 games. That's what I'm thinking. 6 games.
Okay. YBK?
Talk to us.
I kind of want to see. I think Boston's gonna come out.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, come on now. Like what Mikey just said. I thought it's gonna be a rebuild year. JT come back 12-2.
Big chillin', baby.
He's playing way more minutes now. He look like very healthy. Boston's gonna definitely come out of the East, but I feel like it's gonna be a nice Boston Knicks Eastern Conference here.
You think they get the lick back this year?
And they're gonna try their best here, the Knicks, but I think the Celtics gonna take them down and verse the Thunder in the finals.
As long as they get a 20-point lead and don't blow it 2 games in a row, I think they could be all right. Yeah, I truly. God. But shout out to Cat, who I think everyone likes to clown on him, and I get it. And Wine, but seriously, he's been a walk-in double-double for them. Yeah. So I love it. I think NBA is coming to an end, and we're going to have a fun time. We're going to have to get together when they announce the end-of-year awards. We're going to have to sit here and go through them and talk it through because it's been such a running string of conversation that we've had about the NBA year awards. So watch out for the NBA end-of-year awards reactions from MSD Sports.
Yes, sir.
You guys peeped that NCAA is over as well.
Dude.
Yeah.
I know college ball is a little bit. I know, listen, it's hard for us to cover everything. But March Madness was was great this year. Dan Hurley took UConn to the final, to the championship for the third time in 4 years.
Insane.
Unreal. Do you know Dan Hurley was the one that the Lakers were pursuing hella hard before it became JJ?
Wow.
He came up just short. Michigan, they went ahead and they won the chip. So shout out to the Wolverines. That's their first chip since '89.
They had 12 guys as starters who've been playing for the last couple of years. So, you know what I mean? They definitely deserved this dub.
We talked about it the other day. It was the year of the freshmen, right? It was a big year of the freshmen, not for Michigan. They were a bunch of transfer portals and seniors, and they showed you we could. It ain't gotta be the youngins and the you know you could put together a basketball team and you could go for a run. So and shout out to UCLA women's basketball who took home their first NCAA championship. They went to the finals and came up short last year, not this year. Had a lot of drama between Gino Auriemma, the coach for UConn's women's, and Dawn Staley, the coach for South Carolina there. I thought that was an interesting situation. Like, I felt like a little bit of bad sportsmanship and, you know, thinking you could talk. I know there's etiquette to the game. I would love to hear actually your opinion too about it, David, because I felt like it was a funny moment to get blow up after you lost the game in that moment, right? Like, Gino, come on.
You know, Dawn and Gino have a long history. Dawn played for UConn, so it's not like, you know what I mean, they don't know who each other are. I think when the student beats the master gets a little annoyed. Especially when the student has been whooping on the master over the last couple of years, and the master got to pull out all his Jedi tricks just to win. He made some comments saying that Dawn didn't shake his hand. You can see on the clip she shakes everybody's hand. The entire coaching staff. It is what it is.
Well, yeah, he was mad because she didn't shake his hand pregame. She didn't show up.
You see that they shake hands. It wasn't great. It wasn't like an eye to eye, but it was like
I get it. It's like, you know, there's an etiquette to it.
She didn't kiss his butt. That's what it was.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I get there's
she didn't kiss the ring. That's what it was.
Etiquette, so.
If she's like, she didn't come and kiss the ring when she was supposed to shake my hand. Ridiculous.
We'll have to put you onto some NCAA March Madness sometime, Sam, because the games have great energy. It's just as chaotic as the WBC. Another storyline I wanted to touch on. I know we're wrapping up here. Tiger Woods, guys, huh? Yeah. Masters is right around the corner.
Tiger Woods.
We got off the boot.
Yeah, it's coming back. You know what he said? He was off. He was off of perky. He was off the hydrocodone.
Yeah.
Sadly, I think it's the end of the road for the GOAT. And I love Tiger. I think it's the end of the road.
Push him to the senior tour.
I think it's the end of the road for him, yo.
I mean, at the end of the day, he was hopefully making a comeback. He does have a full-time freebie at Augusta. He can go and play any year he wants. He was making a comeback to try to do that, maybe win something great. However, this situation, you know what I mean, him now being overseas, getting in treatment, we'll see you in a year or so, hopefully, you know what I mean? And shout out to Tiger. You were still one of the greatest ever, but... what happens when you're in those surgeries?
Did you see? You seen the picture of him in a cop car, Sam?
No, I did
Or like
not.
he looked pretty bad. He's got the shirt over his head. Yeah, look at him. He looks
looking like E.T.
Yeah, he's looking
no,
like
no,
E.T. You great. You wrong. You're wrong for that, bro.
What it look like?
I'll pull it up on the screen. So
Looking bad. But yeah,
but-
shout out to Tiger. I mean, the Masters is coming up next week. We're really excited. We should have a nice little maybe preview. We might, me and Michael John might talk a little bit about that.
of course we have to. It's
You know
a
what I
big
mean?
green jacket's coming out.
When's the Masters?
Next week, next Thursday, they got the
damn.
par 3 contest next Wednesday. So hopefully we can give you a nice little preview for that.
I want to say one last thing.
I know we're wrapping up soon, but I
want to say one last thing is that Saturday UFC
Yes.
in Miami. Fan favorite Yuri Prohaska is challenging Carlos Ulberg for the light heavyweight title.
Let's go!
We ain't got a recap right now, so I ain't gonna call it Michael John's Octagon, but I finally got a Saturday off. Tune in. We're gonna have some footage. We watching UFC this weekend. Big fights on the card. Y'all could tune out and wait for it.
Yes.
Shout out to my brothers. Episode 50 is a great milestone episode. Hope to see 50 more, and then another 50 after that, and then another 50 after that, y'all. You know what it is.
Fitty. Woo! But yeah, I mean, it was a great situation, guys. I mean, episode 50 is amazing. And I'm excited for Saturday. I might be able to sneak out a little bit. Might be able to watch a couple of the fights with the boys. You know what I'm saying? Do a little something. MSD in the building, baby.
Yes, sir. I mean, it could be our first MSD live stream.
I mean, if
Yes,
you
sir.
guys are free, you should check us out.
Let's
you
do
might
it.
see
Let's
all
do
three
it.
of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
You might see all three of us.
YBK up in here. We'll be live, but we got MSD going live. That'll be crazy.
Come
Yep.
on with it, baby.
Let's
Come
get it.
on
Let's
with
get it. Episode 50, everybody.
Yeah,
man,
you
I
know what
love
it
it.
is.
Yes,
know
sir.
it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know. Let's get it. Let's get it. RCR presents MSD Sports episode 50. My name is Sam, also known as YBK. You can find me at YBK up in here. We got Mikey over here. Michael John. You can find him at
Yes,
Michael John
sir.
Stefano. We got David Camden Lee over here. You can find him at Mr. _ Paradise. You can find us, MSD Sports, at RCR MSD Sports. We are on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, TikTok. You already know it everywhere. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.